今天我想分享一个现实版使女的故事。故事发生在新西兰南岛的西海岸，有一个神秘的宗教社区，叫做 Gloryville。使女的故事呢，讲的是一个虚拟的集权世界，宗教政权阶层分明，每个人有固定的职责，穿统一的服装，女性沦为大主教们的生育机器，失去自由。新西兰的这个 Gloryville 社区和使女的世界有太多相像的地方了。这两个地方呢，都是以基督教圣经作为治理的最高原则。普通人几乎不知道外面的世界是什么样子的，他们接触不到电视，也更加没有互联网。大家都穿着一样的衣服，然后吃穿住用都是由社区提供的，工作也是分配的，当然婚姻更加是包办的。女性必须完全服从男性。
You have no right.
You have no right to say no.
No, not to your husband.
Your job as a wife is to make sure your husband's never going to have an excuse to be unfaithful. And so you have to give them everything, anywhere, anytime. That's it.
Do you understand you could say no?
No, we were taught we could never say no.
因为这里的教义就是要求每个人无条件的服从主教，就好像你服从上帝一样。同样，妻子也必须无条件的服从丈夫，就好像你无条件的服从上帝一样。在这个社区里面禁止离婚，也不能避孕，所以一个家庭有10个以上的孩子一点都不奇怪。
Families often have more than 10 children. Paul's now one of 13 children to Purity and Samuel, who had another baby last year.
My name is Jordan. I'm 17 years old.
Don't pick her up like that, just hold her.
Paul's the eldest, and then there's me, and then our sisters, Rachel, Grace, Sarah, Sharon, and then another brother, Maranatha, then Rosanna, Jonathan, and Gloriana's the youngest.
这个社区呢，其实在1969年就已经成立了，是由一个澳大利亚的传教士叫 Neville Cooper 创立的。社区一开始有134个居民，是按照基督教的教义生活，自给自足，所做的一切都是为了侍奉上帝。社区一开始是有50英亩，相当于20公顷的土地，那一半呢，他们用来做农场，另一半就是生活用地，相当于建房子、做学校等等。发展到现在呢，这个社区已经有500多个居民了，而且有了好几家企业，包括奶牛场、鹿场、飞机修理公司。那相应的呢，居民的工作也是社区分配的。男的呢，一般就是在农场照料牲畜，或者是在修理厂里面做修理，或者是盖房子、装修等等。那女的呢，主要就是照顾孩子、洗衣服、做饭。
Processing fruit in bulk is labour intensive, but Charity's not short of volunteers.
The little girls, they really love to get together and they often come with their mummies on the 7th morning and work in the kitchen.
在豆角丰收的时候呢，会整个社区的人会一起参加，就所有人都去一起采豆角。
My name is Tuja Steadfast, and this is my husband, Blessed, and we're picking beans.
因为工作是分配的，你没办法选择你想做的工作。像这个小姑娘，她负责做奶酪，已经做了3年了。虽然觉得很无聊，但是也没办法。
We turn about 150 kilo of butter a day. We put about 3 buckets in a load. That's 15 buckets a day. That is quite a boring job, but I mean, I was given the job to do, so done it for 3 years, and I'm happy to serve in the church wherever they need me.
除了统一安排食宿、吃大食堂，这个社区的服装也是统一的。女人和小孩呢都是深蓝色的长裙，男的呢是深蓝色的长裤和浅色的衬衫。这些全部是由社区统一的安排，然后一起制作、一起发放。
The same. So I've got a good dress, which was good because it was made. It's newer, yeah. was just made later. But also it's really practical because I can breastfeed out of it, and it's versatile for when I'm pregnant. So it really caters for all my needs, and lots of thought has gone into it. Yeah, so they're all the same.
So that's a good one, is it?
Yeah, that's my good one.
每个礼拜六的晚上呢，社区的年轻人他们会聚在一起，来表达你侍奉上帝的诚心。
I've been thinking about what we were talking about last week with prayer and making sure I'm always praying. And then I was thinking it doesn't stop there. We've got to take a step of faith and trust that the Lord will answer our prayer.
You really feel at home here. With your brethren around you, helping you and guiding you. I'm really thankful to the Lord for this place.
I'm thankful for the standards of this church, that we've been given the opportunity as young people growing up here to love the Lord and to learn about Him.
We will serve the Lord.
在这个社区，每个人没有收入，也没有财产，因为你用劳动所得换取你所需要的。但是住在这里的人呢，是觉得这里的生活很单纯、很幸福，因为你不用担心任何事情，工作是分配的，吃穿住用也都是社区分给你的，你也不用担心房贷、车贷、小孩的教育。
Sharing economy is a very handy thing in many ways. I don't have to worry about carrying lunch money or paying for car payments or buying a house. Everybody's money is spent on, for a start, all of the basic things that everybody needs.
They were prepared to choose the straight and narrow way.
So housing is provided for everybody, clothes, food, medical bills, anything, dentist bills, whatever you need, shoes, even your haircuts.
这个神秘的社区已经存在了50多年。一直以来呢，各种各样的问题，像性侵、暴力、限制人身自由、雇佣剥削，已经多次的被媒体曝光，而且面临各种的起诉。
Just looking at a society that has run on manipulation, bullying, intimidation, lies. So you're talking about cover-ups, not acknowledging people's pain and suffering, lack of care and empathy.
也不断的有居民逃离，但是呢，这个社区仍然在发展，而那些逃出来人的位置呢，又会被社区里面新出生的婴儿所填补，所以这个社区的人数还在持续的增加。更不能理解的是呢，这个社区去年又从政府申请到了将近500万的补助。其中200万用于困难家庭补助，另外的200多万用于学龄前的儿童教育。除此之外，还有教育补助和助产服务的补贴。所以呢，这个事情的结果就像刚才被采访的其中有一个逃离出来的 Liz 说的，就是令人既难过又沮丧，也无能为力。
Upsetting and frustrating.
这个社区到底是不是属于新西兰的法外之地呢？这个问题也是很难回答。
There's all the government correspondence, charity services.
So hold on a sec. These are emails you have sent to government agencies.
This is 2.5 years worth of information sent to charities, just highlighting the difficulties within Glory Vale. We've got police, Ministry of Education, Oranga Tamariki, Ministry of Health and doctors. And then we have been liaising with the Royal Commission. So there has to be some recognition somewhere along the way that actually people did know. And somewhere along the way, no one felt like they had the ability or the power or the right to act. It's been upsetting and frustrating.
那感谢收看我今天的节目，那我们下一次再见。